There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. Push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Mills. This one finds Pierce on the out route.
Just 3 yards on the catch there. Couldn't get away. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Now Mills.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Dolphin football.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Texans are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. Cooks on the quick slant. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They go play action. Mills. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, to me, there's no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Mills to throw it. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now Mills on 4th down. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming up.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Dolphins at 4 and 6 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Looking to throw. And the
throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Slot man moves right. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Mills on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play fake, Mills. That's complete to John Ross. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Mills. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Pierce. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Mills to the air again. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mills. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Got a man. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it. Get downfield.
First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
Right at the 50-yard line.
They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce.
They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun, Mills.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route.
Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, Mills.
Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down. Ready, break.
Mills to throw for it on 4th.
He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half.
Dolphins nothing. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Watson on first down.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
For a Miami Dolphin. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Watson.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Hey, you gotta snap it. You gotta snap it.
They'll swing this out to Tony. Down inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
31 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for two. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mills. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action now. Mills.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down throw for Mills.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 44, Mills. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Mills. He finds Howard complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Play fake. Mills. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And this is brought all the way back. A final recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. It's complete. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown, and also a 2-point try on time successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
For that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mills. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Mills. There again is Cooks, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he's got some space here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, Mostert.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Watson looks to throw again.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
45 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. And inside fairly early here. They need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Watson now to throw. Man open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's got room. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 72 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time.
But every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. It's a run with Mostert, and he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to match the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action. Mills. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mills again. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mills now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Again, it's Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. John Ross from 6 yards away. And the Texans are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Watson on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. of the gun. Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup, losing the 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here. There's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they really hope to win this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Sanders is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts him back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
This taken in at the goal line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mills looking to throw it.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flagged for that one.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Here's Mills.
And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. On the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
An update now. They've gone final in Jacksonville. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here's Watson.
Under pressure, they got him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Houston,